Mark, he's in the water. He's in the water right now as we're speaking. Take a look at this. Right now I'm going to have Brandon talk to us a little bit about what we're watching.
So that's Jacob Olivier. He is out, amazing skill sets. He was trained by one of the world's greatest, Damian Leroy and his brother Ray. And they've been in the sport since he was a small teen, 12 or 13 years old, I think is when he started. And right now, the wind is well over 40 miles per hour, so you're going to see him be able to get some pretty monster air when he comes across here in about the next 10 seconds, if I had to guess. He's going to jump. There he goes.
There he is.
And he can get much higher than that. He's actually waiting on the wind to pick up, believe it or not. As strong as the wind is, we're looking for even more.
I mean, what we're watching right now, this is absolutely incredible, but it's also very dangerous. You know, we have people that are watching right now that's saying, how could he be out there right now?
Well, a few reasons. One, he's, like I said, he's trained by the world's greatest. The other thing is, these guys become like meteorologists. We have to at this beach, and this is our spot we're very familiar with, and we're good at watching the horizon, knowing what's going on. We know the anticipated speed of the storm, and as the eye passes here, he's going to have to come in to the beach, because once the wind starts blowing offshore, it's an extremely dangerous situation. He won't be able to get back to the beach if the wind is blowing the wrong way.
Now, Jacob told us he's only 20 years old and he's been doing this since he was 14. How did he get involved into the sport?
Well, it's crazy. I actually watched him grow up out here. He's got a great family. His father, Manuel, and his grandma, Pam, and his mom, Tammy. Just a great class act family. And they come out here, and he actually homeschooled several years so that he could do this, you know, anytime that the wind would blow, because most days the wind will only blow here at Kite Beach for about a half an hour when the daily storm comes through, and you don't know when that's going to be. So for him to become a professional, his parents really backed him, and so he's amazing. You don't have to worry about him.
Now, do you guys watch for like weather like this in order for you to kind of decide if you're going to go out, or do you usually you guys kite surf all the time?
Anytime that there's wind and we have the desire to kite surf, everybody comes to the beach. We have advanced programs on our phones that tell us, you know, the weather and what the wind is doing, and we try to outsmart those programs even know, you know, beforehand, before the program even alerts us, we're already here setting up our kites. But these situations are definitely a target situation. The person who taught him, Damien, he was up in Hurricane Sandy trying to break the world speed record for sailing, because technically kite surfing is sailing.
And Brandon, I did not introduce you. Tell me, what is your relationship to Jacob and the kite surfing, and do you surf yourself?
It's kind of unbelievable. I don't know how to surf, believe it or not. I came out here to the beach one day, and just by complete coincidence, I met Damian Leroy my first time coming out here when I really decided I want to learn how to kite surf. Obviously, Damian is the one who took Jacob under his wing, and Damian's helped out a lot of the other youth as well. And these guys are involved in a lot of charity. The Kiting for Kids is a toy drive that they do in the wintertime, in the holidays, and people literally bring the toys right here to this Kite Beach, number 33.
I mean, we just saw him go pretty high. What's the highest that Jacob's ever, you know, been in the air?
I would say he's been above the height of what you see that kite, and those kite lines are probably 175 feet long, somewhere in there. I know Jacob's a professional foiler as well, which is a different kind of board. And if there's not waves and it's flat but the wind turns on, the foil boards allow them to jump the highest, and they go so high it's unbelievable.
Wow, this is amazing. How long do you think you guys will be out here?
Till the wind starts to turn. And once the wind starts to turn, then we have to come in, because otherwise we literally can't make it back to the beach, because as the wind comes across these bushes, these mangroves, it creates vortexes. And so what will happen is the kite literally falls out of the sky as you try to come into the beach. And so you would have to swim your way in from about 100 yards out if you're lucky. And we don't want to have to do that. So we're paying very close attention to the wind. We want to make sure that the wind stays in the right direction, and as soon as we start to see it shift a little bit more, we call it quits.
And one more thing, when you guys were getting ready, all he has out there is his board and a kite. That's it.
Yeah, and what looks like a weightlifter's belt, basically. It's a harness that goes around your waist, and that's what attaches to the kite. And if you saw the lines, it's just 4 lines, and they're attached with a little loop knot to the kite. It's pretty spooky to see, but each one of those lines can hold 200 or 300 pounds, so it's strong enough.
Wow, this is absolutely amazing, and you guys also attract a lot of people out here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys have amazing skills. I think Jupiter's very spoiled. You guys see it all the time and are, take it for granted, but the rest of the world doesn't have this.
All right, well, thanks so much. And you know what, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and let them have their time out here. It's still very windy, as you can see, imagine, but I mean, we just saw some really incredible skill sets there. Sending it back to you in the studio.
Keisha, that's the best TV I've seen in quite some time.
I'm going to have to agree with you. And I think the best piece of advice is leave it to the professionals.
Yes.
Maybe go out and watch, but even that, we'll show you on TV so you can stay at home.
Yeah, do it in a nice, safe way. But Jacob's pretty good. We're going to have to follow his career.
Pretty
20 years
impressive.
old, he could do that.